Well, the first two games between the Yakima Valley Pippins and the Ridgefield Raptors have not exactly been close, so it'll set up a pretty interesting rubber match here in Game 3 as Yakima Valley goes for the series win today against the Ridgefield Raptors. Hi, everybody, and welcome into Yakima Valley Pippins baseball coverage here at pippinsbaseball.com/live. My name is Miles Klotz. A pleasure to have you with me for coverage of today's Pippins game against the Ridgefield Raptors. After Yakima Valley lost yesterday by a final score of 15-1, and yeah, the game was about as close as the score sounded. The Raptors scored runs in 7 of the 9 innings of play. The Pippins used 5 different arms, and only one of them was able to throw up a 0 on the score sheet. It was not a very good day for the Pippins offensively either. They scored 1 run, and they didn't even have a hit in the inning that they scored that run. So it was a wild change of pace from the 21-run performance that the Pippins posted in the series opener on Saturday, in this Saturday, Sunday, Monday 3-game series here at the Orchard. And today, Pippins will have an important rubber match. They're still in the midst of playoff positioning. It's still somewhat of a pipe dream, but they're not officially eliminated yet. Yakima Valley 3.5 games back of first, which is now a first place, a tie between Victoria and Wenatchee in the West Coast League North Division. And both of those teams are in action today, or Victoria's not, but Wenatchee is. So the Pippins will be hoping that they can pick up a win and a Wenatchee loss to move themselves within 3 games of first. As for Ridgefield, they are about 4.5 games back of first place Corvallis in the South Division, and about 4.5 games out as well of the second place spot for the overall record, which would help them in terms of the second half championship, since it looks like Corvallis has a fairly good shot at winning both the first and second halves of the West Coast League season. Pippins, though, still trying to get themselves within a game of 500 in the second half, as they have fallen to 8-10 in the second half. And after today, they'll have back-to-back days off from league play, as they will take on the Highline Bears in a 2-game non-league series, which gets going tomorrow at 6:35. And I feel like, with that being said, I should mention that tonight will be my last game on the call for the Pippins this season. I am headed back home. I have some things that unfortunately have taken my attention, and will have to return home to take care of those. So Austin Lane, who's been doing a great job running our video broadcasts all year, will be taking over for the remainder of the season. He'll do a fantastic job, and everything will run as smoothly as it should, so be sure to tune into him. But a big thank you to everybody that's tuned in this year and has made making this job so much fun, to all the parents and fans that have listened. It's been a pleasure to be part of the Pippins this year, but unfortunately sometimes things just get in the way, and I'm bittersweet that I can't finish out the year, but Austin will do a great job, and hopefully good things ahead for the Pippins for the remainder of the season. With that being said, let's take a quick break, and when we return, we'll get a look at the starting lineups here from Yakima County Stadium here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Hello and welcome back to Yakima Valley Pippins baseball coverage here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network. Let's get a look at the starting lineups for today's series finale, the rubber match between the Pippins and the Ridgefield Raptors. Starting with Ridgefield making their third appearance of this series. They entered today 19-22 on the second half, 19-22 on the season, 6-8 on the second half, and they lead it off with Johnny Weaver, the shortstop. Justin Boyd in left field, batting second. Michael Hicks, the DH, bats third. Cameron Rapetti at third base in the cleanup spot. Grayson Sterling at first base, batting fifth. Michael Yorg in right field, batting sixth. Dominic Enbody doing the catching and batting seventh. Willie Cano in center field, batting eighth. And Wyatt Hoffman at second base, batting ninth, and rounding out the order for the Raptors. Again, for Ridgefield, that's Weaver, Boyd, and Hicks. Rapetti, Sterling, and Yorg. Enbody, Cano, and Hoffman, with right-hander Trask Telesmanich on the mound to make his 10th appearance of the season, his first start. As for the Pippins, they lead it off with Nick DiCarlo, the shortstop. Eddie Pelk, the DH, hits second. Nick Israel batting third and playing third base. Kyle Dean in left field hits in the cleanup spot. Tyler Dean, his younger brother, at first base, batting fifth. James Bell doing the catching and batting sixth. Ryan Rice in right field, batting seventh. Aiden Welch at second base, bats eighth, and rounding out the order, batting ninth, playing center field, Luke Schwartz. Again, for the Pippins, that's DiCarlo, Pelk, and Israel. Kyle Dean, Tyler Dean, and then Bell, Rice, Welch, and Schwartz, with the right-hander Tyler Frazier on the mound, making his 9th appearance of the season, his 4th start. Frazier 2-0 with a 4.57 ERA. He has struck out 20 and walked 13 over 19 2/3 innings of work. Opponents are hitting .282 off of the right-hander, who took a no decision in his last start on Wednesday in Kelowna, going 4 2/3 innings, allowing 4 earned runs on 6 hits, 5 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Umpires today is Kyle Katz in the field, Brendan Lynch in the bases, as Katz back healthy after a medical scare yesterday that delayed this game nearly 21 minutes. He is back and ready to go. And now we get set for the national anthem here at Yakima County Stadium. So let's take a break, and when we return, we'll get first pitch here from the Orchard on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong. Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Landscaping, and cleaning equipment. Ace Hardware. Hardware supplies and competitive prices.
Right-hander Tyler Frazier gets the start for the Pippins, his 9th appearance of the season and his 4th start. Righty is 2-0 with a 4.57 ERA, 20 strikeouts, 13 walks, over 19 2/3 innings of work. Opponents hitting .282 off of the righty from Corona, California. 6'1", 150 pounds. The right-hander making his 4th start of the year. Took a no decision in his last start at Kelowna. 4 2/3 innings of work, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 5 walks, and 4 strikeouts. And the righty will face the top of the Ridgefield order here in the first inning. And Johnny Weaver will lead things off. Weaver, Boyd, and then Hicks here against the Raptors order. And it's right-hander Tyler Frazier on the mound, facing Weaver. Bats from the right side. .231 hitter, 4 home runs, 18 RBIs. Righty versus righty to get things underway here at the Orchard. And the pitch on the way. And a fastball tapped softly off the plate. It is a foul ball. And it's 0-1 on Johnny Weaver, the right-handed hitter. First pitch coming in at 6:37 p.m. It is 89 degrees. Bright and sunny skies here in Yakima. One of the nicer days we've had recently. It's been a pretty nice season, all things considered, in that regard, but especially today. The 0-1 pitch on the way to Weaver. Frazier sets off the first base side of the rubber. Now the leg kick and the pitch. And a soft tap fly ball. Right side foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Small crowd here at the Orchard on a hot Monday night in the Yakima Valley. Infield, outfield straight away. The third baseman Israel was in. Now he backs up a few steps, and Frazier steps off as the lanky righty wants to recalibrate. And there's a soft chopper, third base side foul. And it's no balls and 2 strikes on Johnny Weaver. So far on the series, Weaver is, well, he was 3 for 7 yesterday, which makes him 3 for 12 on the series as a whole. Righty versus righty, Weaver with an even stance right side. Frazier settles in, now delivers the 0-2, and a slider misses down low for a ball, 1-2. Frazier, one of the emphases for him, the emphasis more recently has been mixing in the slider more. Nobody on, nobody out, top of the first, no score. 1-2 pitch on the way to Johnny Weaver. High leg kick, now the offering. A curveball misses high and inside, or another breaking pitch, and now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Boyd and Hicks, both of whom have had nice series. Justin Boyd and Michael Hicks, they are to follow here in the inning. 2-2. And there's a deep drive down the left field line. In fact, I lost that ball in the sky. Not going to sugarcoat anything, but it appears that went well foul. With the brightness of the sky tonight, kind of just lost that one. Now another 2-2 from Frazier. Here it comes. And he got him swinging off balance with a changeup, and strike 3 called. Strike 3 swinging, 1 down here to start the first. Brings up Justin Boyd. Right-handed batter has really hit the ball well in this series. 4 for 4 yesterday, 6 for 8 on the series as a whole for the right-handed batter. Frazier sets off the first base side of the rubber. Kick in pitch. And there's a changeup that misses a little bit high, and it's 1-0 to Boyd. And it has been a good series as a whole for him. 6 hits and 8 at-bats, including 3 doubles for Justin Boyd out of Oregon State. No score in the top of the first. Base is empty with 1 away. Tyler Frazier with a kick and the 0-1 pitch. And there's a soft dribbler back foul. Excuse me, that was the 1-0 pitch. Now the count 1-1 on Boyd. 6 feet, 1 inch tall, 185 pounds. Pippins in their home white uniforms today. Green Pippins across the chest. Green numbers with a slight teal trim on the back, and the white pants with the lime green caps for Yakima Valley. Frazier sets with his shoulders square towards home. Now the 1-1. And a slider lifted in the air to shallow right field. Rice jogs on a few steps. Fighting the sun, he reaches out and makes the two-hand snag. And there's 2 down here to start the first inning. The defense behind Frazier, it's Brian Rice who just made that play in right field. Luke Schwartz is in center. Kyle Dean in left field. Nick Israel at the hot corner. Nick DiCarlo, the shortstop. Aiden Welch at second base. Tyler Dean at first. And James Bell, the battery mate for Tyler Frazier. Nobody on, 2 down. No score in the first for Michael Hicks. Big physical lefty hitter. And the first offering from Frazier is a fastball below the knees for ball 1. Hicks entering today, a .314 hitter, 6 home runs, 31 RBIs. West Coast League All-Star this year, the 1-0. And a swing and a miss on an outside changeup, and it's 1-1. Frazier has used that changeup less over his last couple of starts, despite the fact that by some accounts it's maybe his best pitch. Infield is deep, particularly the right side to the lefty batter. Here's the 1-1. Hicks takes a fastball just a bit outside, and it's 2-1. I recall when Frazier first got here and he threw his first bullpen, was standing just by pitching coach Rob Hippie, and he was raving about the change. There is a 2-1 change that misses in the dirt for ball 3, and it's 3-1 on Hicks. Nobody on, 2 outs, no score, top of the first in the rubber match between Ridgefield and the Pippins. Series tied at 1. Season series in favor of the Pippins, 3-2. This the last meeting of the season series. 3-1 pitch. And a fastball hit on the ground towards first. Dean waits on a couple of hops, takes it into the belt, and flips it on to Frazier covering. And it's a 1-2-3 first inning for Tyler Frazier. We go to the bottom of the first here in Yakima. Pippins nothing. Raptors nothing on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or 2. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Orchard. Tailgaters Bar and Grill in Sela offers an upscale dining experience in a relaxed atmosphere in downtown Sela. With savory entrees and specialty drinks, Tailgaters provides something for customers of all ages. Cheer on your favorite team in the restaurant while experiencing 1950s charm with a modern twist. Visit Tailgaters Bar and Grill today, located at 110 East 3rd Avenue at Viking Village in Sela. Tailgaters Bar and Grill.
the bottom of the first inning in a scoreless game here in Yakima, right-hander Trask Telesmanich gets the start on the mound for Ridgefield. 10th appearance of the season for the 6'1 righty. 1-1 his record, an ERA of 4.07. 17 and 2/3 innings of work. Opponents are hitting .243 off the righty. Just 9 strikeouts, but he has only walked 7 in those 17 and 2/3 innings of relief. And he faces the top of the Pippins order here in the bottom of the first. Nick DiCarlo, Eddie Pelk, and then Nick Israel. Right versus right to get things underway. And the first pitch from Telesmanich is a fastball taken at the knees for strike one called. From Trask Telesmanich, a right-hander, native of the Portland area. The kick in the 0-1. DiCarlo takes a slider down and away for a ball, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Nick, hitting .286, 1 home run, 12 RBIs for the Pippins leadoff man, shortstop. 13 straight games he's reached base. 1-1. Fastball hit hard on the ground to third, scooped up by Rapetti from the infield grass. He bullets it onto first in time. 1 away. And the defense behind Telesmanich for the Raptors. That was Cameron Rapetti over at third. Just made the nice play. Johnny Weaver joins him on the left side of the infield at shortstop. Wyatt Hoffman's at second base. Grayson Sterling at first. Dominic Enbody doing the catching. And then left to right in the outfield, it's Justin Boyd, Willie Cano, and Michael Yorg. 1 out, the base is empty for Eddie Pelk. Left-handed hitter in a scoreless game, bottom of the first, the pitch. And Eddie takes a changeup in for a strike at the letters, 0-1. Telesmanich set, middle of the rubber, high left leg kick, now the pitch. And there's a fly ball hit hard down the left field line, but rolls well foul. No balls and 2 strikes on Eddie Pelk, hitting .300 on the year, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. 1 hit yesterday, it was a triple. 0-2 pitch to Eddie. And a curveball hit in the air towards medium depth center field. Cano backs up, still chasing it back towards the warning track. He reaches up and makes the hat-high grab on the run about 15 steps shy of the track. And there's 2 down quickly to start the bottom of the first. Now Nick Israel hits with nobody on, 2 down. No score in the bottom of the first inning, and the switch hitter bats left-handed here against Telesmanich. Belt tie set from Trask. Righty delivers out of the windup, and a ground ball rolled right side and through the hole and into right field for a base hit. Israel didn't hit that ball particularly hard, but he picks up a leadoff single, a 2-out single, and the first hit of the ball game for either side. And that means a 2-out base runner for Kyle Dean, who had the day off yesterday. Dean, who did pitch in relief, but did not have any at-bats yesterday. 1 on, 2 outs. Pippins nothing, Ridgefield nothing here in the first. And the pitch. And a slider hit in the air to center. Cano continues to back up. Backpedaling towards the wall. He reaches up, makes the 2-hand grab just shy of the track. And the Pippins stranded 2-out single here in a scoreless first. After 1 at the Orchard, no score between the Pippins and the Raptors on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong. Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Just do you.
however you want, whenever you want. Get free fitness training and tons of cardio and strength equipment, plus a totally friendly staff for just $10 a month with absolutely no judgment. We want you to be you for just $10 a month. Come in for a free tour or join online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness. Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
No score after an inning of play here in Yakima. We go to the second. And it's Cameron Rapetti to lead things off for the Raptors. 4, 5, and 6 against Tyler Frazier. Frazier with a 1-2-3 first. Pippins stranded a 2-out single in the bottom half of the inning. Now Rapetti hits from the right side. 252 average, 4 homers, 25 RBIs. First pitch to him. A fastball taken up high for ball 1. On the out-of-town scoreboard, 10 of the 12 West Coast League teams in action. All 10 U.S. teams. Here's the 1-0 from Frazier. Change up in for a strike on the outer third. 1-1. Portland in Wenatchee. Corvallis in Bend. Both of those games scoreless in the first. Port Angeles 1, Bellingham nothing. Top first. Cowlitz over Walla Walla. 2-0. In the first, as the 1-1 is smoked out to deep left center field. Schwartz racing back towards the wall, has room, leaps, and it's just off of the top of the wall over his glove. Rapetti around second, he's headed for third, and he slides in safely ahead of the cutoff with a leadoff triple to start the top of the second for Ridgefield. And a triple for Rapetti. His first of the year, his 14th extra base hit. And now a runner 90 feet away from being Ridgefield's first run of the ball game. Left-handed hitting Grayson Sterling at the plate. 1 on, nobody out. No score here in the top of the second inning. Pippins bring Israel in at third, and the first pitch to Sterling is hit deep to right field. It's over Rice's head, and he watches that one ricochet off the base of the wall. Sterling digging for second. Runner scores easily from third. It's an RBI double for Grayson Sterling, bringing home Rapetti, and it is 1-0 Ridgefield here in the second. Sterling has been absolutely murdering baseballs all series, and he continues with another well-hit ball to deep right field. And it will bring up Michael Jorg. Left-handed hitter. And the first pitch to Jorg is a fastball taken at the letters for a called first strike. 0-1 on Jorg. Lefty hitter, 247 batter. No home runs, 16 RBIs for Jorg. Sterling at second, nobody out. 1-0 Ridgefield on top here in the top of the second. Shortstop DiCarlo keeping him close to the bag, and there's a ground ball rolled to second, where Welch takes it in at his knees, tosses on to first. And that's in time for the first out of the inning, but Sterling runs over to third. And now 1 on at third with 1 out for Dominic Enbody. In a 1-0 ball game, top of the second, as a commercial plane flies overhead. That seems really, really low here in Yakima. Corners in for Enbody, catching for the second straight game. Pitch from Frazier, righty out of the stretch, deals. And a fastball misses down and in, Bell blocks, and it's 1-0. And to some degree, there's a familiarity level between Frazier and Bell, this Oregon Duck battery. Here's the pitch. Frazier deals. Fastball hit on the ground again to second. Welch scoops it up, shuffles to his left, throws on first, 2 down. But it's an RBI ground out for Dominic Enbody as Sterling scores from third. And the Raptors lead it 2-0 here in the second. Now that brings up Willie Cano. Bases clear, 2 down. Pippins trail 2-0 in the second. Right on right, the first pitch from Tyler. And a fastball popped up back behind the plate, and that one lands in the very far row in front of us. Pretty close to getting towards the seats, but did not reach the seats, or did not, excuse me, pretty close to getting to the press box, but didn't get up here. Now the kick in the 1-0, or the 0-1, I beg your pardon. A fastball into the knees for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the base is empty. 2-0 Ridgefield in the second, and the pitch. And there's a hard line drive, but just foul past the third base bag. It stays 0-2 on Willie Cano. The 0-2. A fastball spun back foul, out of play off to the right. Stays no balls and 2 strikes. 2-0 Ridgefield leading here in the second after a leadoff triple from Cameron Rapetti. Grayson Sterling with an RBI double. He later scored on a ground out. Frazier looking for his second strikeout. 0-2, a changeup too far in, and it's 1-2 on Cano, who has struck out a combined 8 times in the first 2 games of this series. Here's the 1-2. There's a hard line drive hit to deep center field. Schwartz back to his right, reaches up and makes the catch on the warning track in dead center field. And a lot of hard hit contact, but only 2 runs for Ridgefield here in the second. We go to the bottom half, 2-0 Raptors on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or 2. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Tyler Dean leads off the bottom of the second for the Pippins. It's 2-0 Ridgefield after an inning and a half. Left-handed batter against righty Trask, Tellis Manich, who worked around a 2-out single in the first. Here's his first pitch. And a fastball hit hard through the right side and bounces into right field. And on the first pitch of the inning, Tyler Dean has himself a leadoff single. Now James Bell hits. The right-handed hitting catcher with 1 on, nobody out. 2-0 Pippins trailing here in the bottom of the second. Tellis Manich out of the stretch. His pitch. A curveball high and outside, and it's 1 ball and no strikes on James. Catching for the 3rd consecutive game. 296 batter. No homers and 7 RBIs for Bell. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball popped up, shallow right field, long run for the right fielder Jorg, and that drops in for a base hit just inside the line. And Dean scurries over to second after barely getting off of the line at first. James Bell with a bloop single. He gives a little kiss into the air. A bit of good fortune for Bell. And the Pippins now have 2 on, nobody out. And the red-hot Brian Rice to the plate. Left-handed hitter, 10 for his last 20 at the plate. 2 on, nobody out. Corners in for Ridgefield. Pitch on the way. And Bryant takes a fastball for a strike at the letters, 0-1. Rice 423 on the season in 26 at-bats, 3 RBIs. Telesmanich looks to second. His pitch. Rice watches a curveball high and away, and it's 1-1. Rice came on as a substitute yesterday, 1 for 2, extended his hitting streak to 5 games. Rapetti in at third. Same for Sterling at first. Pitch on the way, and there's a high fly ball to shallow center. A few steps over to his right goes Cano, and he reaches up and makes the grab for the first out of the inning. Dean back to second, and 1 away for Aiden Welch. Welch, the right-handed hitter, with 2 on, 1 out. 2-0 the score. Ridgefield on top here in the bottom of the second. Dean off of second, and Bell off of first. Neither runner held. First pitch. Welch hits this in the air to right. Jorg, the right fielder, back and to his left. Or right, I should say. He reaches up and makes the catch in the gap. And a bullet on 1 hop to third holds Tyler Dean at second. So back-to-back flyouts on consecutive pitches. And now 2 outs for Luke Schwartz. Schwartz, the right-handed hitter, with Dean at second and Bell at first. In a 2-0 ball game, Ridgefield on top here in the bottom of the second. Luke 0 for 2 yesterday. 184 hitter on the season, no homers and 8 RBIs. Glance to second, and the pitch from Telesmanich. And a curveball floats into the knees for strike 1 called. Trask out of Oregon Tech, the Oregon Institute of Technology. Will be a senior in the fall at the school located in Southern Oregon, down in Klamath Falls. The 0-1. Fastball misses below the knees to Schwartz, and it's 1-1. 2 on, 2 out. Pippins trail 2-0, bottom of the second. Back-to-back extra base hits to start off the top half of the inning for Ridgefield. Contributed to those 2 runs. Now the 1-1 pitch. Long look to second. Telesmanich fires, and a swing and a miss to a curveball in the dirt. 1-2. Pingree Ford, the proud sponsor of tonight's second inning. Pingree Ford is your trusted Ford dealership in Sela with an extensive new and pre-owned inventory. Visit Pingree Ford at 102 West Natchez Avenue in Sela when you're looking for your next vehicle. Right side of the infield backs up. Only man in is Rapetti, who's even with the bag at third. Now the kick in the 1-2. And there's a high pop-up short right center field. Jorg, the right fielder, comes on, but it's Hoffman at second who backtracks and makes the catch in shallow right center. And it's a 1-2-3 inning after the 2 leadoff singles, and the Pippins strand a couple. We go to the third, 2-0 Ridgefield on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas. Cascade Natural Gas.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. play today.
9-1-2, part of the Ridgefield order here in the top of the third inning. 2-0 Raptors on top. And right-hander Tyler Frazier to face Wyatt Hoffman to get things rolling, the 9-hitter for Ridgefield. Righty versus righty with Israel even with the bag at third. Rest of the defense straight away and deep. The pitch from Frazier, high left leg kick. Now he deals, and he misses down and away with a fastball for ball one. Hoffman back into the right-hand batter's box with an even stance, all black, with the batting glove, the bat, and the uniform. Now the kick of the 1-0, and a fastball up high for ball two. White numbers on the back for Ridgefield. None of the jerseys they've used in this series have Ridgefield or Raptors, any sort of script across their chest and the black caps. We did see those, though, early in the year back at their stadium. The 2-0. Fastball taken just below the knees, and Frazier falls behind here 3-0. Was a leadoff triple and then a double. The first two batters of the second inning that gave Ridgefield their first 2 runs of the game. Nobody on, nobody out. 2-0 Ridgefield here in the third. Frazier with the 3-0 pitch. And a fastball on the outside corner called a strike, and it's 3-1. Hoffman certainly didn't think so. He was starting to walk down to first. But it is immediately pulled back. And the count 3 balls and a strike. Pitch from Frazier. Fastball up and in, there's ball 4, and it's a leadoff walk for Wyatt Hoffman to bring Johnny Weeder to the plate with nobody out. First walk from Frazier, who issued a season-high free passes in his last go-around against Kelowna on Wednesday, 5 of them. Weaver 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. First pitch to him. Change up on the inside corner, called a strike, 0-1. Pippins stranded a couple of leadoff singles to start the bottom of the second. Went down in order after that. 0-1. Slider down and away. Nicely blocked by Bell to hold Hoffman at first. Nobody out here in the third. Ridgefield leading it 2-0. The set from Frazier, shoulder high with the tan Oregon glove. Quick throw to first, and the runner Hoffman dances back into the bag safely. 1 on, nobody out. 2-0 Ridgefield. The score here in the third. Pippins looking to take the rubber match of a 3-game series before 3 days off from West Coast League action. 1-1 from Frazier out of the stretch, and there's a ground ball reached for over to third. Israel slings it to second for 1. Welch, the relay to first, is not in time. But they do get the lead runner as Hoffman's out at second. There's now 1 away and 1 on for Justin Boyd. Boyd 0 for 1 today. He has been hitting the ball really, really well all series. So, getting him out on 3 pitches like Pippins did in the first has to be considered a win. 1 on, 1 out. 2-0 the score here in the third. Righty Frazier is ready, shoulder high. And the pitch. A slider taken on the outside corner, strike 1 called. When talking with Frazier, it was pretty clear that making the slider and the curveball more distinct pitches was one of his biggest focuses coming into the summer. And I think it's fair to say he has accomplished that to an extent. The 0-1 to Boyd. Here's a slider, that's down and away, 1-1. Now, I never saw him pitch with Oregon in the spring, none of us did, but you can tell that the Curveball is a sharp pitch, but in a different way than the slider is. And that's what summer ball is about, working on these in an environment where wins and losses are important, but they're not the be-all, end-all. As a fastball tails too far away, 2-1. These guys are all working to get better, particularly for a guy like Frazier, who's going to have to impress a new coaching staff in Oregon. 2-1 the count, 1 on, 1 out. 2-0 Ridgefield ahead here in the third. Frazier with the shoulder high set. Now the pitch on the way. Quick toss to first, and the runner dives back in safely. And it stays 2 balls and a strike. Tyler Dean clutching the runner Weaver tight to first. Boyd 6 for 9 in the series. He wasn't on the hottest of streaks coming in, but speaking with some of the Ridgefield players, it appeared like, yeah, these last few days were just a breakout waiting to happen. 2-1. Gets a piece of a curveball and fouls it back to the screen, 2-2. 1 on, 1 out, 2-0 Ridgefield ahead here in the third. Boyd had been putting together impressive batting practice sessions, had been barreling the ball up consistently in games, but struggling to find holes. And that all kind of came to a halt in this series. 2-2, runner takes off as a swing and a miss and a breaking ball. Throw down a second, tag applied, he's in there safely. Strikeout of Justin Boyd for the second out of the inning, and the second strikeout for Frazier. Weaver takes second on the stolen base. His first stolen base of the year. Now brings up the dangerous Michael Hicks with 2 down. Runner at second, Weaver. 2 outs in the top of the third, 2-0 Ridgefield ahead. Slight pull shift to the right side for Hicks. Wide open stance for the lefty batter. Frazier glances at second, now deals. And a fastball cut on and missed on the upper outside corner to push the count to 0-1. Hicks a ground-out victim to first base in his first at-bat. He's in the midst of a 12-game on-base streak. Hits in 11 of those 12 games for Hicks. Deep crouch to the knees. Frazier deals. And a changeup. In for a strike at the letters. And that was not a strike, but James Bell with a fantastic job of framing that pitch in the strike zone, which in today's day and age is just as much of a catching skill as anything else. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs and a man at second. Pippins leading it 2-0 here in the third. Lanky lefty righty delivers, and a breaking ball misses in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Look up lanky in the dictionary. Tyler Frazier might be right there. 6'3", 150. With plenty of room to grow, add strength, add velocity. In due time. 1-2 pitch. Fastball way outside. Bell goes to his left to keep that from getting to the backstop, and it's 2-2. Just 2 hits today for Ridgefield, both extra base hits to start the second that led to both of their 2 runs so far today. Pippins trailing here in the third with 1 on, 2 down. Frazier trying for his 3rd strikeout. Here's the pitch. Curveball hit down the left field line, not very deep and not very high, and it bounces foul in the Pippins bullpen. Now the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes still on Michael Hicks out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. 22-year-old rising 5th-year senior at Boise State. Now Coeur d'Alene is several hours north of Boise, but still within the same state's borders. Of course, Idaho, one of the more unique shapes of any U.S. state. 2-2. Change up, reached for on the outer third, and bounced on a high hop to second base for Welch, who collects at the letters, throws to first in time, and the inning is over. Raptors strand one after a fielder's choice and a walk. We go to the bottom of the third here in Yakima, and the Pippins trail 2-0 on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Best tires ever, just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Top of the order for the Pippins in the bottom of the third. 2-0 Ridgefield on top. First pitch to Nick DiCarlo. Curveball in for a strike at the knees. DiCarlo, Pelk, and Israel. Here in a 2-run ball game. Right-hander Trask, Teles out for his third inning of work. The 0-1. A slider way outside to DiCarlo. 1 ball and 1 strike. That was managing his 10th appearance of the summer, but his first time as the starter. Longest outing this year is 3 innings. 1-1. Slider, and DiCarlo holds off after starting to break the plane, and it's 2-1 on a pitch down and away. In essence, don't be surprised if this is more of a bullpen game than anything else for Ridgefield. 2-1. DiCarlo pops it up high in the air, right side of the infield, still in fair territory for now. First baseman Sterling charges and makes the two-hand catch just above his cap, right to the left of the first base bag. And there's one away to start the bottom of the third for Ridgefield. Brings up Eddie Pelk for Yakima. 1 out, nobody on. 2-0 the Ridgefield lead here in the last half of the third. Rapetti in at third, pitch from the righty. And Eddie takes a fastball on the outer third for a called strike, 0-1. Pelk fly to center in his first time. Lefty batter waits on the 0-1 and takes a fastball at the knees, pretty much the same spot, maybe an inch more inside, 0-2. The 0-2. Fastball misses below the knees, 1-2. Tell was managed in 3 years at Oregon Tech, largely a reliever, but has been used as a multi-inning reliever and has made some starts. The 1-2. Curveball, tap back foul into the glove of Enbody. And Teles picks up his first strikeout. Pelk down for the second out here in the third. That brings up Nick Israel with the bases clear, 2 down. Pippins trailing 2-0 here in the third. The kick of the first pitch from Teles Fastball dribbled softly, foul off the plate. And Enbody was pretty emphatic about taking that and trying to tag Israel out. But it is a foul ball, and it's no balls and a strike on Izzy. Single through the right side, hitting left-handed again. after singling through the right side in his first at-bat. The kick in the 0-1. A curveball inside for a ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases empty, 2-0. Ridgefield leading here in the third. The pitch on the way. And a hard ground ball rolled to second for Hoffman, who takes it in on the lip of the grass, throws it to first. The Pippins down 1-2-3 here in the third against Trask Talismanich as we head to the fourth inning in Yakima, 2-0 Ridgefield on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome and se habla español. This is how we care.
Nothing is sweeter for the warm summer months than a great scoop of Baskin-Robbins ice cream. Your Baskin-Robbins store right here in Yakima on South 1st Street proudly supports Yakima Valley Pippins baseball. Make sure you stop by and grab a cup or cone of your favorite Baskin-Robbins flavor at the South 1st location. And then, next time you're at Yakima County Stadium, try out their awesome baseball medley. Baskin-Robbins ice cream and Pippins baseball will make your summer memorable.
2-0 Ridgefield, 3 innings in the books here in Yakima. And it's Cameron Rapetti to lead off the top of the fourth for the Raptors after he led off the second inning with a triple and ended up scoring the first run of the game for Ridgefield. Israel even with the bag at third, rest of the infield deep and straight away, outfield the same. Pitch on the way. And a slider hit the other way and into left field for a base hit. Should say hit to the pull side, but Rapetti gets out in front of it, and he's 2 for 2 on the day with a leadoff single. Brings up Grayson Sterling, who's been tearing the cover off the ball lately. RBI double back in his first at-bat. 2-0 the score here in the top of the fourth, Ridgefield ahead. Tyler Frazier, the righty, is peering in. He'll work out of the stretch with his shoulders square towards third. Slight bend to the knees. First pitch. Fastball rolled softly towards first for Tyler Dean, who fields, has to twist his body, flips to the bag at first, and Frazier able to step on the bag in time to get the out. Rapetti goes to second. It was Brendan Lynch on the call. Base umpire, and Ridgefield was not happy about it. But a really nice play by Frazier. And now Michael Jorg, the batter, with a man at second, 1 out. Righty versus lefty. Jorg with a ground out to second in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch to him. Quick glance to second. Frazier deals. And a swing and a miss and a gorgeous changeup for strike one. Runner takes off for third. Frazier fires. And he is in there safely. Heads up base running by Cameron Rapetti, who sensed that the Pippins were taking a while to get the ball in. And he takes off for third with a stolen base, although it's 0-1 on Jorg. Man at third, 1 down, 2-0. Ridgefield leading things here in the fourth. Pitch from Tyler. 0-1. Fastball down and away, 1-1. 2 runs for the Pippins on 3 hits. Or for the Raptors on 3 hits. Now Pippins will bring the infield in with a count at 1-1. The pitch. Fastball will hit back up the middle and into center field for a base hit. That scores Rapetti from third, and it's 3-0 Ridgefield on an RBI single right back up the middle from Michael Jorg. And now Dominic Enbody hits. 1 on, 1 out, 3-0 Ridgefield. Top of the 4th inning. Pippins trying to avoid a series loss, which would be their 3rd consecutive series loss. The pitch. Change up in the dirt, taken by Enbody. RBI ground out in his first at-bat. 1 on, 1 out, 3-0 Yakima Valley, trailing here in the 4th. On Enbody, a native of Wilsonville, Oregon. Plays at Concordia University in Oregon. The pitch. He hits this one high and deep off to the left and over one of the sunscreens and out towards the parking lot, 1-1. Had a better freshman year than sophomore year. With increased playing time, his batting average a little bit less. It was still honorable mention, all conference for D2 Concordia. 1-1. Ground ball hit to first. Dean dives, and it's just underneath his glove and rolls into right field. Jorg around second. He's headed for third, and there's no throw in from Rice in right field. It's a single for Dominic Enbody to put runners on the corners. 1 out for Willie Cano. Dean timed that dive pretty well. His glove was just right above where the ball ended up bouncing. And now Willie Cano, who has struggled this series at the plate, with a chance to make something happen. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Ridgefield ahead, 3-0 here in the 4th. Cano flied out into his first at-bat. He's 2 for 12 in the series. And the first pitch right on right is a fastball on the outer third, called a strike, 0-1. Frazier, the black undershirt, peeking out from the sleeves of his white jersey. Sets at the shoulders. And the 0-1. A changeup in for a strike on the outer corner. And it's 0-2. Middle infield, a double play depth. DeCarlo, the shortstop. Welch at second. 0-2 pitch. Righty deals. And a slider hits softly and leaping over the head of DeCarlo at shortstop into left center field for a base hit. It's an RBI single for Cano. Jorg scores from third. Enbody goes to second. And it's 4-0 Ridgefield here in the 4th. On a bloop single from Cano. Now the 9-hitter Wyatt Hoffman bats. Double play, back in order with 2 on, 1 out. Ridgefield leading at 4-0 in the top of the 4th inning. Frazier struggling for the 2nd straight outing. Pitch into Hoffman. And a fastball in the outer third rolled softly back to the backstop, 0-1. He started the series opener out of the All-Star break up in Kelowna on Wednesday. Went just 4 2/3 innings and gave up a season high 4 earned runs. Or gave up 4 earned runs, not a season high, but a season high in over a month after a rough debut against Corvallis here in late June. The 0-1 pitch from Frazier. Fastball hit in the air, left center field. Schwartz, the center fielder, ambles over to his right, makes the catch in the gap, 2 out. Now back to the top of the order for Johnny Weaver. Weaver, a right-handed hitting shortstop, 2 on, 2 out. 2 runs in for Ridgefield in the 4th, and they lead it 4-0. Frazier, a long look home. Neither runner held. Whole infield backs up the pitch. Showing bunt, he bunts it foul back through Bell's legs off to the left, 0-1. Justin Boyd waiting on deck should the inning continue for the Raptors. 0-1 on the way from the righty. Soft ground ball hit slowly up the middle. DiCarlo charges from shortstop, makes a nice glove side grab, throw on a first. Not in time, he just beat it out. Johnny Weaver hustling down the line, and he beats out an athletic play by Nick DiCarlo. And the bases are loaded with 2 outs for Justin Boyd. Now Rob Hippie, Pippins pitching coach, out to the mound to talk with Tyler Frazier, the right-hander. Bases loaded, 2 outs in a 4-0 game. Ridgefield leading here in the 4th. Pippins starting to get some action in the bullpen. Just some guys down there, nobody throwing. Get a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Wenatchee over Portland, 3-0 in the 3rd. Walla Walla 3, Cowlitz 2 in the 4th. Port Angeles 1, Bellingham 0 in the 2nd. And Corvallis 0, Bend 0. That game in the bottom of the 4th. Mound visit over as Hippie takes the long stroll back to the dugout. Now the right-handed batting Boyd steps in. Red hot entering today, but just 0 for 2 in his first 2 trips to the plate. Frazier looks in. Here's his first pitch. Boyd takes a changeup on the upper inside corner, called a strike 0-1. 4-0 Ridgefield. Inning started with a single from Cameron Rapetti. After a Grayson Sterling ground out, it's been 4 singles in the last 5 batters to load the bases with 2 down. And the 0-1 pitch from Tyler. Kicks and deals. Fastball down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Boyd with a flyout and a strikeout in 2 trips to the plate today. Jorg scores, so it's Enbody at 3rd, Cano at 2nd, Weaver at 1st. Long look in from Frazier. Flicks his left wrist to get the sign again off the first base side of the rubber. 1-1 pitch. Curveball grounded third base side, foul ground, and it's 1-2. Pippins trailing 4-0 here in the 4th as they look to battle back and take at least 2 out of 3 here from Ridgefield. Here's the 1-2. Frazier fires. Breaking ball rolls through Bell's legs and gets to the backstop. Throw home is away from Frazier, the pitcher, and gets towards 3rd, so it's a passed ball that allows Enbody to score. Cano to 3rd, Weaver to 2nd, and it's 5-0 Ridgefield here in the 4th. Two in scoring position, and Weaver stays at 2nd, Boyd at the plate. Righty versus righty. Frazier looking for the strikeout. Would be his 3rd of the game to try and get this one to the bottom of the 4th. Long lean in. Now the set and the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses low, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody warming in the Pippins bullpen, trying to get Frazier through 4. He made it into the 5th in his last start, and then was relieved with 2 outs up in Kelowna. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 in scoring position, 2 down in a 5-0 game here in the 4th. Time called at home by the right-handed batter Boyd. 8th man to hit this inning, Michael Hicks waiting on deck. There's a pitch grounded to 3rd. Israel scoops on a backhand, charges in, throw off balance to 1st. In time. Nice play by Nick Israel to get the final out. of the top of the fourth inning. Another run in for Ridgefield, 3 of them, in fact, and they lead by a score of 5-0 after 3.5 on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong. Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Your Yakima Valley Pippins.
Carrying top-notch supplies for more than 70 years in the Yakima Valley. Your hometown Ace Hardware stores in Yakima and Natchez provide attentive customer service and the best brands for all your home improvement project needs. Roy's Ace Hardware in downtown Yakima, Hometown Ace Hardware in Tieton Village in Yakima, and Oak Creek Hardware in Natchez also has fishing, hunting, landscaping, and cleaning equipment. Ace Hardware, hardware supplies and competitive prices.
On to the bottom of the fourth here in Yakima, 5-0 Pippins trailing. Kyle D. An excellent service every day at Les Schwab. Doing the right thing matters. Dean takes a 1-1 slider down and outside from Trask Telesmanich, who's allowed 3 hits and struck out 1 over 3 scoreless innings as Ridgefield holds on to a 5-0 lead. Dean readies now the 1-1 pitch. And he swings and misses at a slider tailing outside. And it's 1-2 on Kyle. Last year's West Coast League batting champ who entered today hitting .208, now down to .204. The 1-2. A ground ball hit hard towards shortstop. Weaver to his left collects, sets his feet, throws on to first. And Dean is out, and he'll be now hitting .200 after starting 0 for 2 today. 1 away for Tyler Dean. Base is empty, 1 away in the bottom of the fourth. 5-0 Ridgefield on top. And Dean, a lefty swinger with the bases empty, 1 away. Rapetti even with a bag at third. Telesmanich kicks and delivers. Dean takes a fastball down and out, ball 1. Tyler Dean actually a 2-sport athlete the last 2 years at Salt Lake Community College, where he played soccer. Grounds the 1-0, back up the middle. Telesmanich can't get it. Weaver, the shortstop from the right side of the infield, makes the play in time. Wow! Huge range to the left-hand side by Johnny Weaver. And he retires Tyler Dean. And back-to-back stellar plays by Weaver at short to retire the Dean brothers. 2 out. And Dean with some frustration as he exits the playing field. He knows he should have had a hit. And he did not. Here's James Bell, bases empty, 2 down. Telesmanich kicks and fires. And a slider drops in on the inside corner. Front door to him with the breaking ball. And it's 0-1 on James, who singled in his last at-bat. 5-0 Ridgefield here in the fourth. 2 down, bases clear. Pitch on the way. Curveball in for a strike of the knees, 0-2. Telesmanich dealing. Again, this Pippins offense, 21 runs. Series opener on Saturday. 1 run in the 11 2/3 innings since. The rock in the 0-2. Slider down and away, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes from Telesmanich. Pippins only got 1 run yesterday. It was in this 4th inning, and it was James Bell that scored it after he reached on an error, moved up on a couple of ground outs, and then scored on a balk, believe it or not. 1-2. Slider got him swinging. The second strikeout for Telesmanich. He has set down 9 in a row. And we go to the 5th inning here in Yakima. 5-0 Raptors on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Stands throughout the orchard.
Tailgaters Bar and Grill in Sela offers an upscale dining experience in a relaxed atmosphere in downtown Sela. With savory entrees and specialty drinks, Tailgaters provides something for customers of all ages. Cheer on your favorite team in the restaurant while experiencing 1950s charm with a modern twist. Visit Tailgaters Bar and Grill today, located at 110 East 3rd Avenue at Viking Village in Sela. Tailgaters Bar and Grill.
Ridgefield on top, 5-0 as we go to the 5th inning. 5th inning brought to you by Denny's, located at 3704 Fruitvale Boulevard in Yakima and 2603 Rudkin Road in Union Gap. Kids eat free at Denny's from 4 to 10 on Tuesdays and Saturdays. And you can get a 20% off coupon at the Orchard just for attending a game. The Pippins are proud to partner with Denny's in Yakima and Union Gap. First pitch to Michael Hicks, lefty hitter. Tyler Frazier gets him to swing and tap a changeup foul off the plate, 0-1. Hicks 0 for 2 today, a couple of groundouts. He'll be followed by Rapetti and then Grayson Sterling for Ridgefield. Frazier's pitch count hovering in the low 70s right now. Nobody throwing in either bullpen. Kicking the 0-1. Slider got him swinging on a backdoor breaking ball. He was way out in front of that pitch. And it's 0-2 on Michael Hicks. The dangerous Rapetti waiting on deck. Slight pull shift to the right side with Welch at second on the edge of the outfield grass, the 0-2. And a changeup, couldn't get him to chase, and it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Hicks. Spent time at a Arizona junior college and then at Portland for 2 years. Now goes off to Boise State. The pitch. Fastball up high, and it's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He got him off balance with a changeup, and Hicks down on strikes for the first out of the 5th. Third strikeout for Tyler Frazier. And that brings up Cameron Rapetti, right-handed hitter who has had a nice series and a really nice game. 2 for 2 with a triple today. He had entered today hitting .400 over his last 7 games. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Israel in at third, 1 out, bases empty. Pippins trail 5-0. And the pitch. Rapetti pops it up, high off to the play, off to the right, out of play, 0-1. Cameron Rapetti recently graduated from Cypress High School in Southern California, Northern Orange County. Frazier drops back now, the kick in the 0-1. And a slider misses down into the dirt, 1-1. Infielder David Fletcher, who's starting to become a little bit of a household name for the Los Angeles Angels. One of the more notable alumni of Cyprus, as well as former top 5 pick Josh Vitters. Deep in the box, the 1-1 to Rapetti. And he watches a bender in for a strike at the knees. Good curve from Frazier. And it was literally a bender because Rapetti bent out of the way and then watched the pitch in for strike. For a strike, I beg your pardon. 1-2 the count. Frazier with the shoulder high set and the pitch. Slider reached for and hit out into the gap right center field. Schwartz over, and he's called off by Rice, who runs over and makes the grab in the gap, 2 away. Now to bring up Grayson Sterling. Left-handed hitting first baseman's got a double, an RBI, and a ground out today, 1 for 2 in 2 trips. His Raptors leading at 5-0 here in the 5th. Nobody on, 2 down. Frazier readies with the infield deep except for Israel at third. And the pitch. A fastball high and away for ball 1. Sterling clubbed a homer in the series opener on Saturday. The first home run he's ever hit in an organized game of baseball at any level. 1-0 pitch. Slider down and outside. 2-0. He's a pretty big guy, 6'3", 185. Never hit one in high school. Never hit one in summer ball. Little league, T-ball. Pony never hit a home run till Saturday. 2-0. Fastball up and away for ball 3. And you would not have guessed that, given his smooth left-handed swing and the way he crushed the ball over the high right field fence. 3-0. 2 down, bases clear. 5-0 Raptors. Here's the pitch. And a fastball that's on the outside corner. Up and away for strike. And it's 3-1 on Sterling. Three and 1 pitch. Popped up, third base side, foul, and it's 3-2. Three-two pitch. Change up just below the knees, ball 4. And Sterling draws a 2-out walk to bring up Michael York.
Now batting for the Raptors, the right fielder, Michael York.
York, a left-handed hitter. Batting with 1 on, 2 outs. Both bullpens still quiet here in a 5-0 game in the 5th. Frazier deals. Fastball hit in the air, center field. Routine for Schwartz, who now has to come on a little bit more than initially expected, but he makes the catch in straightaway center. And a 2-out walk stranded by the Raptors. We go to the bottom of the 5th here in Yakima, 5-0 Ridgefield on the Nathan's famous broadcast network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or 2. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy. But he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions. Or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Planet Fitness is the one and only judgment-free zone. That means for just $10 a month, you can work out at your own pace and just do you. However you want, whenever you want. Get free fitness training and tons of cardio and strength equipment, plus a totally friendly staff for just $10 a month with absolutely no judgment. We want you to be you for just $10 a month. Come in for a free tour or join online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness. Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
Pippins trailing 5-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th, and left-handed hitting Brian Rice to start things off. 7-8-9 against righty Trask Telesmanich, who's retired 9 consecutive for Ridgefield. Rapetti in at third, rest of the infield deep. Here's the first pitch to Rice. And a swing and a miss as the lefty goes chasing a low fastball for strike one. Telesmanich works quickly. Drops back, now kicks the left leg high in the air and deals. And that time the fastball misses down and outside for ball one. 1-1 on Rice, who's looking to extend his 5-game hit streak after flying to center in the first. In his first at-bat, I should clarify. He takes a hack at an outside fastball, and it's 1-2. Telesmanich has been steadily working that outside corner with the fastball all day long, pretty much. 1-2 pitch. Fastball down and away, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Rice. The pitch on the way. Curveball comes inside and hits Brian on, it looked like his hip. Either way, it's a leadoff base runner for the Pippins here to start the 5th. Here's Aiden Welch. 1 on, nobody out. 5-0 Yakima Valley leading, or trailing here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch from Telesmanich out of the stretch. Welch lines this to right, sends York back. He still backpedals and makes the catch. A few steps shy of the track in deep right field. And Welch with a hard line out to right field for the first out of the 5th. Brings up Luke Schwartz. 1 on, 1 out. 5-0 the score in the 5th. Pippins trailing here to Ridgefield. First pitch to Schwartz. With Rapetti in at third, middle infield at double play depth. The curveball on the outer third called a strike. And it's 0-1 on Schwartz. Now the pitch. Curveball high and away. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Schwartz, who popped out on the infield in his last at-bat. Now the pitch, here it comes. Tapped foul off the plate, and it's 1-2 on Schwartz. Runner off of first with 1 down. And the pitch. And there's a line shot. Hit. Caught by a leaping Weaver at shortstop. He throws back to first. And it pulls the runner, or the first baseman Sterling, off the bag. But a really nice day on defense by Weaver, the shortstop. 2 away for Nick DiCarlo. Right, he glances at first. Now his pitch on the way to DiCarlo, who's 0 for 2. Quick toss over to first, and the runner back safely. Now the pitch. Slider down and outside. 1 ball and no strikes on DiCarlo, pining to extend his on-base streak to 14 games. 5-0 the lead for the Raptors here in the bottom of the 5th. Toss to first, and Schwartz dances back into the bag safely. The pitch, a toss over to first. Schwartz back safely. One-oh pitch. Runner takes off, and there's a slider down and out. Body tries to back pick him at first. Rice back in safely. Pippins trail 5-0 here in the 5th. And at first, 2 down. The pitch to DiCarlo. Takes a fastball at the knees for a strike, 2-1, and still both bullpens empty. Trask, Tellez-Manich getting stretched out for first time this year. And another toss to first, and the runner dives back in safely. Two-one pitch. Curveball called strike 2 at the belts. 2-2 on DiCarlo. Rice off of first, 2 away. 5-0 the score. Ridgefield leading here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And the pitch. Slider popped up off to the right, out of play. 2-2. Two. Curveball down and away, rolls away from Body, and Rice takes off for second and gets in there standing up, and the count now full on DiCarlo after the wild pitch. Righty glances home. 3-2. Ground ball softly down the first base line, and the count remains full. It'll be an 8th pitch coming up to DiCarlo. Three and 2 again to DiCarlo with Rice at second, 2 down in a 5-0 game. Pippins behind here in the 5th. Another pitch from Tellez-Manich. Breaking ball lifted in the air to shallow center field. Long run in for Cano to his right, reaches up, and one Cal Poly Mustang flies out to the other. Pippins strand a leadoff base runner here in the 5th. We go to the 6th inning. It's 5-0 Raptors on the Nathan's famous broadcast network.
Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong. Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto. where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
On to the 6th inning here in Yakima. 5-0 Ridgefield on top of the Pippins. 7-8-9 for the Raptors with Dominic Enbody to start things off here for Ridgefield. Followed by Willie Cano and Wyatt Hoffman. Frazier sets, now his first pitch. A fastball grounded back up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Second hit of the game for Enbody. 8th hit of the game for the Raptors, and it brings up Willie Cano, the center fielder. Nick Brown, who pitched last night, starting to throw in the bullpen for the Pippins. Right-hander Frazier ready. Now the pitch. And a fastball fouled off to the right and down the line, and it's 0-1 on Cano, who had an RBI single back in his last at-bat to go with a flyout in 2 trips to the plate today. Native of Arizona. 1 on, nobody out. 5-0 Pippins trailing in the 6th. Quick toss to first, and he air mills the throw by about 5 feet over Dean's head, and that easily allows Enbody to get to second. That wasn't even close, and Dean couldn't see it in the sun. So a first error of the ball game, and the double play no longer in order. Frazier up near 90 pitches, with Brown warming in the Pippins pen. The 0-1. Fastball taken down and away, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. 5-0 Ridgefield here in the 6th. Man at second, nobody out. Frazier now set. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball taken to the knees for strike 2. 1-2 on Cano. Stands tall, right side, slightly open stance. Frazier glaring home. Readies with his tan glove at the shoulders, glances to second, now the 1-2. Slider hit on the ground to third for Israel, who collects, looks the runner back to second, and then throws wide of the first base bag. Enbody gets up to third. Cano is safe at first, and 2 errors have put runners on the corners. Nobody out for Wyatt Hoffman. Israel had all the time in the world. He had time to check back to third, check the runner back to second, but it didn't matter as he threw well off the line. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Now the pitch. Wyatt Hoffman takes a slider for a strike at the letters, 0-1. Hoffman has flied out and walked in 2 trips today. The 0-1. A runner takes off. Bell throws down to second, and the throw skips into center field. Miscommunication between Welch and DiCarlo at shortstop, so Enbody scores. Cano gets to third on the 3rd error of the inning by the Pippins defense. And Hoffman stays at the plate with a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Enbody scores on the error. Cano gets to third. 6-0 Ridgefield. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a soft pop-up, shallow right center field. Welch, the second baseman, trailing back. He makes the catch. And that's more than shallow enough to hold the runner, Cano, at third, one away.
Now batting for the Raptors, the shortstop, Johnny Weaver.
So 3 errors, excuse me for the voice crack, 3 errors in this inning. Runner at third, 1 down, 6-0 Ridgefield on top here in the 6th. And Johnny Weaver, the Grand Canyon University shortstop, top of the order here for Ridgefield, the pitch. And a fastball in for a strike on the inner third, 0-1. Nick Brown still loosening the Pippins bullpen. You'd have to figure now the infield comes in to get Frazier through this inning if possible. The 0-1. Slider too far inside, 1-1. And that's something the Pippins have been doing. They don't bring the infield in right away always unless they get to 1 strike. Pitch hit hard and foul just down the third baseline. 1-2 the count. Now the pitch. Fastball down and away, 2-2. Soft line drive, dropping into shallow left field for a base hit. Cano scores from third. It's an RBI hit for Weaver, and it's 7-0 Ridgefield. Brings up Justin Boyd, who is 0 for 3 today. And now pitching coach Rob Hippie out to the mound. And it appears that'll do it for Tyler Frazier. Hippie calls away the infield who had come in. And perhaps that's not it for Tyler Frazier. Nick Brown still warming in the Pippins bullpen, and now they're going to call for him. So Brown coming in. As Rob Hippie makes the move, and we'll take a break here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network. Pippins trail 7-0.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Go to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Nothing is sweeter for the warm summer months than a great scoop of Baskin-Robbins ice cream. Your Baskin-Robbins store right here in Yakima on South 1st Street proudly supports Yakima Valley Pippins baseball. Make sure you stop by and grab a cup or cone of your favorite Baskin-Robbins flavor at the South 1st location. And then, next time you're at Yakima County Stadium, try out their awesome baseball medley. Baskin-Robbins ice cream and Pippins baseball will make your summer memorable.
Nick Brown enters for the Pippins here in the 6th inning. 7-0 Ridgefield leading in the top half, and Brown makes his 16th appearance of the season. 1-3 with a 4.36 ERA, 19 strikeouts, 18 walks over 22 and 2/3 innings of work. Opponent's hitting .304 off of the right-hander. 6'4", 225 out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And Brown faces Justin Boyd, the first man to face him, with 1 on, 1 out here in a 7-0 game in the top of the 6th. Ridgefield ahead. And the pitch. Slider on the outside corner, called a strike, 0-1. Boyd is 0 for 3 today. Oh, another slider, that one just a hair inside, and it's 1-1. So Tyler Frazier, 5 1/3 innings. He allows 9 hits, 7 runs, 6 of them earned, responsible for Weaver at first. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts for Frazier. Brown ready. And the 1-1. Fastball lined into right field, and that one gets down and rolls towards the corner for extra bases. Weaver around second. He's digging for third where the stop sign is thrown up. It's a double for Justin Boyd, and there's 2 in scoring position with 1 out for Ridgefield here in the 6th.
Now batting for the Raptors, the designated hitter, Michael Hicks.
And it brings up Michael Hicks, who is 0 for 3. 2 in scoring position, 1 out. Pippins trail 7-0 here in the 6th. Brown, who pitched a scoreless 9th inning yesterday with a couple of strikeouts. And the pitch. Hicks hits this the opposite way through the 5-6 hole and into left field for a base hit. 1 run is in. Here's Boyd around third. He'll score without a throw. It's a 2-run single for Michael Hicks. And the Raptors extend their lead to 9-0 here in the 6th.
Now batting for the Raptors, the third baseman, Cameron Rapetti.
Brings up Cameron Rapetti, and this is certainly not the same Pippins team as the one that opened this series with a 21-run performance and a 13-run win. Trailing 9-0 with 1 out in the 6th. 1 run charged to Frazier, 1 unearned run charged to Brown. Righty on righty, the pitch to Rapetti. Slider misses down and away for ball 1. Rapetti is 2 for 3 today. Triple, single, and a fly out to right field. 1-0 pitch. Brown fires. Fastball misses down and in. Skips away from Bell, but he keeps it in front of him. So now the final line on Frazier. 8 runs, 5 of them earned. Over 5 1/3 innings of work. 2 walks and 3 strikeouts for Tyler. And at first, 1 down. Pippins trailing 9-0 here in the 6th inning. Pitch. That's inside and high, 3-0. The pitch, that's in for a strike on the outside corner, 3-1. Now the 3-1 on the way. Fastball high and in, ball 4, and a walk to Rapetti to put 2 on with 1 out for Grayson Sterling. Here in the top of the 6th inning, Sterling the 8th man to hit in this inning for Ridgefield. And it's 9-0 the score. Raptors blowing out the Pippins for the 2nd consecutive night. Brown set to the belt, and his pitch. A slider in for a strike of the knees. I think all things considered, you look back on the summer that Nick Brown has had, and given the circumstances, a break from baseball. Went into the real world for a time. Been pitching pretty well, all things considered. That fastball misses just a hair outside, 1-1. 2 on, 1 out, 9-0 Ridgefield on top here in the 6th. His ERA as a reliever is .257. As a starter, that one start he had in Portland that didn't go well has bloated the overall number. His 1-1. And a soft ground ball down the first base side and just past the outstretched arm of one of the Ridgefield players down the first base line. 9-0 the lead for the Raptors. They have added on 4 more runs in this inning, only 2 of which are earned. And the 1-2. There's a breaking ball laced into right center field, heads in the gap and rolls towards the wall. Hicks around third, he'll score. Rapetti gets the stop sign at third as the throw is cut off by DiCarlo, the shortstop. It's an RBI double for Grayson Sterling, and it is 10-0 Ridgefield. The 9th man to hit this inning steps to the plate. It's Michael York. 1 for 3 today with a flyout and an RBI single. 2 in scoring position with 1 out in a 10-0 game. Israel even with a bag at third. The pitch. York swings and misses on an outside fastball for strike 1. 0-1 the count on Michael York. Left-handed hitter out of the University of San Diego, where he took a redshirt year as a true freshman this past spring. The 0-1 pitch. And a fastball on the outside corner, called a strike. And it's 0-2 on York. I'm sure he gets confused all the time for being young, which is what the scoreboard card on the scoreboard here at Yakima County Stadium has. The 0-2. Fastball outside, 1-2. But it's York. His mother was a rower at San Diego. His dad played football in the Big Ten for Wisconsin and now works at the University of San Diego. He's from San Diego. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball hit on the ground to shortstop. DiCarlo gobbles it up, throws on to first in time for the out. But a run comes in from third as Rapetti scores on the ground out, and it's 11-0 Ridgefield. Dominic Enbody hits with a man at second, and 2 down. The 10th man to hit this inning. He started this whole thing off with a single and then came around on a couple of errors. 11-0 Ridgefield as a righty starts to warm in the Pippins bullpen. Looks like Tanner Parker. Brown looks at second and pitches. Change up on the outside corner, called a strike to Enbody, who is 2 for 3 today with an RBI, a couple of runs scored. Left-handed hitting catcher, long curly black hair flowing out from the back of the back of the black batting helmet. Bearded righty Brown sets belt high. Beers at second, left foot over his right, middle of the rubber now, turns in. Looks at second, but doesn't throw. And it stays no balls and a strike, 2 outs, a man at second, 11-0 the score. Ridgefield ahead here in the top of the 6th. The pitch on the way. A changeup too far outside, 1-1. On the left-handed hitting Enbody. And this prompts a mound visit from James Bell. Tyler Frazier was the first pitcher in this inning. He has since departed. Right-hander Tanner Parker getting warm in the bullpen for the Pippins. And body ready on the next pitch. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss. And it's 1-2 on end body. Pippins try to get this to the bottom of the 6th. After a 6-run inning for Ridgefield. The good thing is, every time they've scored runs in one inning, they put up a 0 the next. 1-2 from Brownie. Parker ready in the Pippins bullpen. Fastball in the dirt, 2-2. Brown, one of the most used relievers in the Pippins pen this year with his 16 appearances. He's one of just 4 players that has been here since opening day and has stayed the whole season. Tanner Parker, Mark Wanarobich, A.J. Wood, the others. 2-2. Slider hit on the ground, takes a difficult hop to shortstop. DiCarlo has trouble with it, flings it off balance to first in time for the out. Good recovery by Nick DiCarlo, and the inning draws to a close. 6 runs in for Ridgefield here in the 6th inning, and we go to the 7th. Pippins down, or the bottom of the 6th. Pippins down 11-0 on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Your Yakima Valley Pippins.
Carrying top-notch supplies for more than 70 years in the Yakima Valley. Your hometown Ace Hardware stores in Yakima and Natchez provide attentive customer service and the best brands for all your home improvement project needs. Roy's Ace Hardware in downtown Yakima, Hometown Ace Hardware in Tieton Village in Yakima, and Oak Creek Hardware in Natchez also has fishing, hunting, landscaping, and cleaning equipment. Ace Hardware. Hardware supplies and competitive prices.
To the bottom of the 6th we go. Eddie Pelk leads things off. Pippins trailing in an 11-0 game. Presenting the 6th inning, the Yakima Herald Republic and YakimaHerald.com are your best sources for local sports, news, entertainment, and lifestyle information from across Central Washington. Call 575-7755 to subscribe to a print or digital package. The Yakima Herald Republic, they tell your stories. First pitch to Eddie Pelk. Trask Tellis-Manich gets him to pop one up. Back out of play off to the left, foul, 0-1. 3 hits and a hit by pitch today for the Pippins off of Tellis-Manich, nothing else. Righty kicks and delivers the 0-1. Pippins down 11-0. And there's a hard line drive. Bounce on one hop to Hoffman, who fields. The second baseman throws on to first, and there's one out. Here to start the 6th for Tellis-Manich. Brings up Nick Israel. Switch hitter batting left. He is 1-for-2 today. Even with the bag at third, Rapetti. Now the first pitch. A good curveball from Tellis-Manich. Floats in for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 on Izzy. Kyle Dean waiting on deck. A 6-run top of the 6th for Ridgefield. The 0-1 pitch. Change up taken on the outside corner, 0-2. The Pippins really struggling, and they will get a much-needed reprise from league play with 2 non-league games the next 2 days. The 0-2. Bouncing ball in the dirt. And it's 1-2. One, two on the way to Izzy. Fastball missed high, apparently, just by a hair. And anybody was ready to throw it around. Two. Breaking ball popped up. Third base side, foul territory, but out of play. Two on the way. Israel deals. Up and away with a fastball, 3-2. Three balls, two strikes, one out, and the base is empty in an 11-0 game in the 6th inning. And the pitch, taken up and away for ball 4. And Israel draws a walk. And a one-out walk for Israel. Brings up Kyle Dean. 11-0 the score here in the 6th. A look at first, and the pitch on the way. Breaking ball, called a strike at the knees, 0-1 on Dean, who's 0 for 2 today. The pitch. That's inside, nearly hit him on a high fastball, 1-1. $11-0 Ridgefield here in the 6th inning. Younger brother Tyler Dean on deck. The pitch to Kyle. Slider down and outside, 2-1. Slight lead off at first for Nick. Here's the pitch on the way. Inside, 3-1 on Kyle Dean. Trask Tellis managed. The pitch count in pretty good shape for him. That was just his 70th offering of the night. With 1 on, 1 out in the 6th inning. Righty deals home. 3-1 fastball in the dirt, ball 4, and 2 walks here in this inning, and that's going to prompt some action in the Ridgefield bullpen as Harrison Groh will start to warm up. Now Tyler Dean bats and a visit to the mound from manager Chris Cota, which will allow Groh, who has just gotten up in the bullpen, to start stretching and throwing. Cota out to the mound to talk to his right-hander. On our out-of-town scoreboard, Wenatchee 3, Portland 2 in the bottom of the 6th. Port Angeles over Bellingham, 6-1 in the 6th. Walla Walla 10, Cowlitz 2 in the 6th. Corvallis 3, Bend 0 in the 7th. First pitch on the way to Tyler Dean. Left-handed hitter. And he takes a fastball in the outside corner, called a first strike, and it's 0-1 on Dean. Single, and was retired on a really nice play on a ground out in his last at-bat. Here's the pitch. The 0-1. Fastball outside, 1-1. 2 on, 1 out, 11-0 Pippins trail in the bottom of the 6th inning. curveball lifted in the air to center. Sends the center fielder Cano back, and it's over his head, bouncing towards the base of the wall. Marcus McKimmey gives the wave to Israel around third. It's an RBI double for Tyler Dean, and the Pippins are on the board. It's 11-1. Dean picks up his 5th RBI. Still just 1 out in the inning. And 2 men in scoring position for James Bell, who's 1 for 2 today. 11-1 the score, bottom of the 6th inning. The pitch on the way. Fastball down and outside for ball 1. One and 0, the pitch on the way to Bell. Fastball high and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Kyle Dean at third, Tyler Dean at second. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pippins trail 11-1. Now the 2-0. Fastball cut on and missed. On a pitch down in the zone, 2-1. Pippins return to action tomorrow. 6:35 against the Highline Bears. Again, Austin Lane will be taking over on radio for the remainder of the season, as I've got to get home. 2-1. Pop fly, short right field. Sends Jorg back, and he makes the catch in deep right. Both Dean brothers tag up, and both will advance a base, including Kyle, to touch home plate, and it's 11-2, the Raptors lead. James Bell with a sac fly. 2 away, a man at third for Brian Rice. Rice, a lefty hitter, looking to extend a 5-game hit streak. Pippins trail 11-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch on the way. Rice shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a fastball outside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Rice. The pitch. And a swing and a foul tip back into the glove. 1-1 on Ryan. Pippins down 11-2 as they look to take the rubber match against the Raptors. One. Breaking ball, tapped up the middle. Shortstop Weaver Fields from the left of the second base bag. He throws on to first, and the inning is over. Pippins grab a couple of runs on a few walks and a double. And after 6, it's 11-2. Ridgefield leading on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
With savory entrees and specialty drinks, Tailgaters provides something for customers of all ages. Cheer on your favorite team in the restaurant while experiencing 1950s charm with a modern twist. Visit Tailgaters Bar and Grill today, located at 110 East 3rd Avenue at Viking Village in Sela. Tailgaters Bar and Grill.
On to the 7th inning. Pippins trail 11-2. Right-hander Nick Brown back to work. And he'll face Willie Cano, Wyatt Hoffman, and then the top of the order in Johnny Weaver. The first pitch to Cano, swung on and missed on a low fastball. And it's 0-1 from Brown. Pippins with 2 runs in the 6th to cut this to a 9-run deficit. Nick with the 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt, 1-1. Cano is 1 for 3 today, RBI single and a run scored as well after reaching on an error. Righty glares in. 1-1. Slider hit in the air, right field. Rice comes on, reaches up, makes the catch. 1 away. Now Wyatt Hoffman will hit. Hoffman is 0 for 2 today. Base is empty, 1 away in the 7th inning. 11-2. Pippins are trailing here in the 7th. Brown set at the belt, kicks and fires. Fastball popped back out of play off to the right. 0-1 on Wyatt Hoffman. Short right-handed batter, like so many players on this Ridgefield team in this league from San Diego. The 0-1. Slider down and in, 1-1. And what that means is that a lot of these guys know each other from various travel ball teams, high school teams, just from playing baseball. As big of a city as that is. 1-1. Slider on the outside corner, 1-2. So many high schools in San Diego that these guys were bound to play against each other or play in travel ball or whatnot. 1-2 pitch. Slider grounded to third, and it takes a weird hop and bounces over Israel and down the left field line. Hoffman around first. He's headed for second as the ball is picked up in left field. And it's a one-out double for Wyatt Hoffman on a ball that just barely stayed fair. Took a strange hop. Top of the order for Johnny Weaver, the shortstop. In fact, I think that might have hit the third base bag, given the way the dirt was. It was hard to really tell. Here's Weaver, who is 2 for 4 today with an RBI. The pitch. Popped up, right side, foul, 0-1. No balls and a strike. Man, it's second one down in an 11-2 game in the 7th. The pitch. Slider reached for and rolled foul back to the backstop, 0-2. Man at second, one down, 11-2 the score here in the 7th. Brown delivers, looking for the first strikeout of the night for him. And he misses with a fastball in the dirt, 1-2. Pippins trail 11-2, and with Wenatchee winning, Portland off, the playoff chances slimmer and slimmer by the day. One-two pitch. Fastball in the dirt, 2-2. A season that started so promising. 6-1 start, of course. Then lots of injuries have just really hurt the Pippins throughout the season. More than 50 different players. The 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Runner dances heavily off second, and Brown gives him a look back. Two-two pitch. And there's a deep drive to left. Sends the left fielder. Dean comes on, and he drops in front of him for a base hit. Hoffman around third. He'll score. And DiCarlo doesn't even bother to throw to second. RBI double for Johnny Weaver, and it's 12-2 Ridgefield.
Now batting for the Raptors, the left fielder, Justin Boyd.
And brings up Justin Boyd, who is 1 for 4. And now Rob Hippie out to the mound for the Pippins. And that may do it for Nick Brown. Tanner Parker warm in the Pippins bullpen. And we'll see what the move is here. And they do call for the bullpen, so new pitcher in for the Pippins after this on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
Planet Fitness is the one and only judgment-free zone. That means for just $10 a month, you can work out at your own pace and just do you. However you want, whenever you want. Get free fitness training and tons of cardio and strength equipment, plus a totally friendly staff for just $10 a month with absolutely no judgment. We want you to be you for just $10 a month. Come in for a free tour or join online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness. Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
Tanner Parker takes over on the mound for the Pippins here in the 7th inning. 12-2 the lead for Ridgefield. Runner at second, 1 out. Justin Boyd at the plate, 1 for 4 today. Parker, the infielder, makes his second relief appearance of the regular season. Righty peers in. Looks at second, his first pitch. It is a fastball low for ball 1. Parker pitched on Thursday in a blowout loss in Kelowna. Allowed a run in an inning of relief, struck out a pair. The 1-0. Ground ball hit to shortstop. DiCarlo gloves it and mishandles it. And an error puts runners on the corners with 1 out. Now Michael Hicks will bat after an error by the shortstop DiCarlo. Runners on the corners, 1 out. In a 10-run ball game, Pippins trailing here in the 6th. The 7th, the pitch to Hicks, popped up. High back out of play, third base side. It bounces right back off of a seat into a fan's hands. 0-1 the count. 1 out, runners on the corners. 12-2, Pippins trailing in the 7th. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball down low. And it's now 1-1. One. Fastball in for a strike, 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Fastball down and in, 2-2 from Parker. Runners on the corners, 1 out. In a 10-run game here in the 7th inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Parker gets Hicks swinging for the 2nd out here in the 7th.
Now batting for the Raptors, the third baseman, Cameron Repetti.
Brings up Cameron Repetti with runners on the corners, 2 down. First pitch to Repetti. Breaking ball down and away, 1-0. The pitch. And that's popped foul out of play right side, 1-1. 12-2 Pippins trail here in the 7th. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. And a 1-1 count on Cameron Repetti. Harrison Groh continues to warm in the bullpen for the Raptors. Down the right field line. And the pitch. And a foul back to the screen, 1-2. Two strikes, 2 outs. 12-2 the score in the 7th inning. Another blowout for the Pippins. They have been subject to plenty of them over the course of this season. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and Parker with back-to-back strikeouts out of the bullpen to retire the side. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, stretch time at the Orchard. Pippins trailing 12-2 on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Call this home. That's where I belong. That's where I belong. Call this home. That's where I belong. That's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or 2. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
New pitcher into the game for Ridgefield as we go to the 7th. It's right-hander Harrison Groh out of Lane Community College in Oregon. Makes his 8th appearance of the season. Over 6 2/3 innings of work, he's pitched to an ERA of 18.89. 11 walks, 6 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .400 off of the Southern California native. And he'll face Aiden Welch, Luke Schwartz, and then the top of the order, Nick DiCarlo, here in the bottom of the 7th with the Pippins trailing by 10, 12-2. First appearance for Groh in over a week. July 21st against Portland. He allowed 5 earned runs on a walk and 4 hits. Only recorded 1 out in that relief appearance. Replaces Trask Telesmanich, who allowed 2 earned runs over a season-high 6 innings, and he's in line for the win. The pitch. Welch takes a fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Aiden had seen 2 pitches entering today, flied out and lined out to right field. Hands over the head in the windup, the 0-1 from Groh. There's a breaking pitch down and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. And control, a problem, as you can tell from the numbers, the ERA and the walk numbers. One. Fastball down and away, 2-1. Two and 1 pitch. Popped up. Shallow center field. Center fielder doesn't know where it is. Right fielder Jorg ambles over and makes the catch. 1 out. Brings up Luke Schwartz.
Now batting for the Pippins is center fielder Luke Schwartz.
Here's the first pitch to Schwartz. Base is empty, 1 away, and a fastball taken for a strike on the outside corner from Groh. Oh, 1. Curveball down and in. 1-1 on Schwartz, who is 0 for 2 today. 12-2 the score, bottom 7. Pippins trailing. Here's the 1-1. And a swing and a miss at a high fastball, 1-2. 14 hits for the Raptors, 4 for the Pippins, 4 errors for Yakima Valley. Their season high in errors is 5, set against Corvallis back in June. 1-2. Breaking ball, cut on and missed for strike 3. Harrison Groh with a strikeout, and 2 away here in the 7th for Nick DiCarlo.
Shortstop, Nick DiCarlo.
Right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. DiCarlo takes a slider down and away for ball 1. Nick 0 for 3 today, trying to extend a long on-base streak of 13 games. Here's the pitch. Fastball for a strike of the knees. One and 1. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball rolled on the ground to shortstop. Weaver collects, throws on to first, and the throw is in time. And it's a 1-2-3 7th for Harrison Groh. We go to the 8th. Pippins trail 12-2 on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Gas.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
12-2, Ridgefield leading as we go to the 8th. First pitch from Tanner Parker to Grayson Sterling is roped foul down the first base line, 0-1. Sterling, Yorg, and Enbody. 5, 6, and 7 here in the 8th. 12-2 our score. Pippins trailing. Left-hander Eddie Pelk starts to warm in the bullpen. Here's the set in the 0-1 from Tanner. Fastball down and in, and it's 1-1. Parker entered in relief to finish off the 7th. Got a couple of strikeouts after an error. Now trying to retire 3 straight left-handed hitters. The 1-1. Fastball flying in the air down the left field line, rolling foul and out of play. And just past the left field line, another beautiful Yakima sunset. Lights on here in the valley near the 9 o'clock hour. Just 5 home games left for the Pippins after today. 1-2 pitch. Change up. Sterling wanted to go around, but wisely held up on the pitch high and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pippins host the Highline Bears tomorrow and Wednesday, and then close out the regular season in August with 3 against Walla Walla. 2-2. Fastball popped up right or left side foul. 2-2. On Sterling, who's doubled twice, driven in a couple of runs, walked and bounced out to first. Lanky left-handed hitter out of Idaho. Gonzaga University product. 2-2 pitch. Popped back foul, left side again. Sterling keeping himself alive here. Every pitch has either been a ball or a foul. The 2-2 pitch. A fastball just inside for ball 3. And the count now full. Here's the 3-2. Fastball down and in, ball 4, and Sterling battles back to draw a leadoff walk.
Now batting for the Raptors, the right fielder, Michael Yorg.
Brings up Michael Yorg. Yorg is 1 for 4 today. Left-handed hitter with 1 on, nobody out. Pippins trailing 12-2 here in the 8th. The pitch. And a pop-up on the infield should be playable for Tyler Dean down the first base line in fair territory, makes the catch. And York pops out for the first out of the 8th.
Now batting for the Raptors, the catcher, Dominic Enbody.
Dominic Enbody, now the left-handed hitter. Marcus McGamey out to have a quick word with the home plate umpire. Not really sure what this could be about, but it seems like a pretty painless conversation, and Marcus back to the dugout, seemingly pleased with whatever word he got. Runner off of first, 1 down, 12-2 the score here in the top of the 8th. The pitch. And a strike taken by Enbody at the knees, 0-1. Enbody 2 for 4 today. Oh, 1. Parker twists and tosses to first, and the runner dives back in safely underneath the throw. On the out-of-town scoreboard, in the 7th inning, Wenatchee leading Portland 5-4. Walla Walla over Cowlitz 11-2. Port Angeles 6, Bellingham 1 in the 8th. Corvallis 7, Bend 1 in the 8th. The pitch. And there's a soft liner headed towards center, and it drops in front of Luke Schwartz for a base hit. Enbody with his 3rd hit of the day, and Willie Cano will hit with 2 on, 1 out.
Now batting for the Raptors, the center fielder, Willie Cano.
Cano is 1 for 4 today. 12-2 Pippins trailing. here in the top of the 8th inning. If this holds, it'll be another double-digit loss for the Pippins. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Went chasing a fastball was Cano. And it's 0-1. The 0-1. Outside, 2-1. 1-1, excuse me. It's hard to believe, but if the Pippins can't get it back into single digits, that the deficit would be the 6th time this year they lose by 10 or more runs in just 45 games. 1-1. Foul tip back into the glove, 1-2. Almost an unfathomable stat, but it's real. The pitch. And there's a foul back. Stays 1-2. Two on, one out. 12-2 the score in the 8th. And the pitch. Popped up as he went reaching for a fastball in the outer part of the plate. Dean, the first baseman, has room in fair territory, puts it away a few steps behind the bag. Both outs this inning have been pop-outs to Dean at first, 2 down for Wyatt Hoffman. Hoffman hitting with 2 on, 2 out. 12-2 the Pippins deficit here in the top of the 8th. Tanner Parker, the right-hander, ready to face the right-hand batter. Now the first pitch. Fastball high and tight, ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 2 on, 2 out. Here's the pitch from Tanner. And a fastball cut on and missed on the outside corner, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 15 hits for Ridgefield today, 4 for the Pippins, 4 errors for Yakima Valley as well, none for the Raptors. 1-1. Fastball, laced foul off to the right, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 out. Tanner Parker, the infielder, looking to retire the side here in the 8th, scoreless. Keep this at a 10-run deficit. 1-2 pitch. And a breaking ball hit in the air to shallow left. Dean charging in to his right, and he makes the catch on the run, and the inning is over. Ridgefield strands a pair. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Pippins down 12-2 on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or 2. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever, or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
We go to the bottom of the 8th. Pippins have 6 outs remaining to score 10 runs, trailing 12-2. Harrison Groh back out to the mound for Ridgefield after a 1-2-3 7th, and he'll face Eddie Pelk, Nick Israel, and Kyle Dean. One defensive substitution for the Raptors. Tyler Earn takes over at third base for Cameron Rapetti. First pitch. Fastball bends Pelk high and in for ball 1. Here's the kick in the 1-0 from the righty. Fastball in for a strike on the inside corner. 1-1 on Eddie Pelk. 0 for 3 today. The pitch. Fastball down and in. 2 balls and a strike. Pelk shifted his feet out of the way. Saw Eddie warming in the bullpen in the top of the 8th. Reasons he could pitch the 9th. The 2-1. Fastball misses just low, and it's 3-1 on Eddie. Nick Israel to follow, then it'll be Kyle Dean, barring any substitutions. Hands over the head in the windup. Here's the 3-1. And a swing and a miss on an outside fastball to run the count full on Pelk. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Eddie Pelk, who was the star of this series opener. 3-2. He pops this foul left side, stays 3-2. When he was 2 for 2, reached base 7 times, and hit a home run in that game. Three-two pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him with an outside fastball. Groh picks up his second strikeout, and there's 1 out here in the 8th for Nick Israel.
Now batting from Pippins, the third baseman, Nick Israel.
First pitch to Nick, switch hitter batting left-handed. And he takes a breaking ball below the knees for ball 1. 12-2 our score. Ridgefield leading here in the 8th. A 2-run second inning, and they haven't looked back with 6 runs in the 6th, really blowing it open. The pitch grounded back softly over the mound. Second baseman Hoffman charges. Field throws off balance to first. Not in time. He's safe. And Israel reaches on an infield single, softly up the middle. And a 1-out base runner for the Pippins and Kyle Dean. Right-handed batting Dean with 1 on, 1 out in a 10-run game here in the 8th. 12-2 the score. Now the pitch. Slider taken down and outside from Groh, 1-0. First time we've seen Harrison work out of the stretch today. Righty native of the San Diego area, the 1-0. Dean takes a breaking ball in for a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. But graduated from high school in Oregon after moving there for his senior year. Same high school as former Oregon State star, recent #1 pick Adley Rutschman, as there's a swing and a miss, 1-2. Rutschman, who's newly been promoted to the Aberdeen Ironbirds of the short season Class A New York Penn League. 1-2. Checks his swing on an inside fastball, appeal down to second, and he did not go, is the call from Brendan Lynch. Two-two pitch. Breaking ball rolled on the ground to shortstop. Flip on a second for 1, Hoffman on a first, and an inning-ending double play. 6-4-3. And we go to the 9th. Pippins trail 12-2 on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Call this home. That's where I belong. That's where I belong. Call this home. That's where I belong. That's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Pippins Baseball. Make sure you stop by and grab a cup or cone of your favorite Baskin-Robbins flavor at the South First location. And then, next time you're at Yakima County Stadium, try out their awesome baseball medley. Baskin-Robbins ice cream and Pippins Baseball will make your summer memorable.
On to the ninth inning here in Yakima. Pippins trailing to the Ridgefield Raptors by a score of 12-2. And it's left-hander Eddie Pelk that takes over on the mound to make his second appearance of the season. Pelk threw a scoreless inning in Kelowna back on Wednesday in his first appearance, walking 2, striking out 2. And he'll face the top of the order, Johnny Weaver, Justin Boyd, and Michael Hicks here in a 10-run ball game. First pitch on the way from the lefty to the right-handed batting Weaver. A fastball lifted in the air deep down the left field line. Dean racing over to his right, and he makes the catch just near the track. 1 pitch, 1 out to start the night for Eddie Pelk out of the bullpen.
Now batting for the Raptors, the left fielder Justin Boyd.
Brings up Justin Boyd, the left fielder. Justin Boyd, excuse me. First pitch, left on right. Is a fastball taken below the knees for ball 1. 1-0 on Boyd, who's 1 for 5 today. Pippins down 12-2 in the ninth. They'll need to score at least 10 in the bottom half of the inning. The kick in the 1-0. Pelk fires in a fastball in the outer third for a strike, 1-1. Offense has struggled greatly in this recent stretch. Despite 21 runs in the series opener, it hasn't been much. There's a really good curveball from Pelk. Letter high, drops in for strike. Pippins today with 2 runs on 5 hits and 4 errors. The 1-2 from Eddie to Boyd. And a breaking ball misses down and in the dirt, 2-2. Home plate umpire out to give the ball back to Pelk and give him a quick word. Two balls and 2 strikes. Two. Fastball fouled back, and it stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. Michael Hicks waiting on deck. Two. Breaking ball lifted in the air, deep out to left center field, but Schwartz has room back to his right, and he makes the catch, 2 away, and now Michael Hicks the batter.
Now batting for the Raptors, designated hitter Michael Hicks.
Hicks bats left-handed, bases empty, 2 down. 12-2 the score in the ninth. Left on left, here's the first pitch to Hicks, who's 1 for 4 today, 1 for 5. A fastball on the outside corner, called a strike, 0-1. When we go to the bottom of the ninth inning, the Pippins will have Dean, Bell, and Rice, 5, 6, and 7 up in their order. The 0-1 pitch from Pelk. Breaking ball, swung on and missed, 0-2. Got him with a really good curve. Pelk looking sharp early on the mound. Started the game as the DH. Now trying to close out the ninth on the mound. The 0-2 pitch. Gets the sign from Bell. Lefty fires. Slider down and away, 1-2. Hicks big and tall from the left side. Infielders deep. Corners back a step as well. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses down and away to Hicks, 2-2. Pippins back in action tomorrow against the Highline Bears at 6:35. Here at the Orchard, 4th game of a 5-game homestand. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him apparently he just fouled it back. Stays 2-2. Just barely got one on the outside edge. Fastball down and away, and the count is full. Three-two. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 3 called. And we go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Pippins need 10 runs, down 12-2 on the Nathan's famous broadcast network.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Proud partner of your Yakima Valley Pippins.
Carrying top-notch supplies for more than 70 years in the Yakima Valley. Your hometown Ace Hardware stores in Yakima and Natchez provide attentive customer service and the best brands for all your home improvement project needs. Roy's Ace Hardware in downtown Yakima, Hometown Ace Hardware in Tieton Village in Yakima, and Oak Creek Hardware in Natchez also has fishing, hunting, landscaping, and cleaning equipment. Ace Hardware. Hardware supplies and competitive prices.
Tyler Dean leads off as we go to the bottom of the ninth. Pippins trailing the Ridgefield Raptors by a score of 12-2. The Raptors 3 outs away from a series win. And the first pitch to Dean, taken outside for ball 1. From right-hander Harrison Groh, who's faced the minimum in 2 innings of work, getting a double play to end the 8th. Trying to pick up his first save of the year, the pitch. Fastball lying the opposite way into left field for a base hit. Tyler Dean is 3 for 4. He goes the opposite way. And the Pippins have the leadoff man on here in the bottom of the ninth inning, trailing by 10. It brings up James Bell. Right-handed hitter with 1 on, nobody out. 12-2 the Ridgefield lead here in the bottom of the ninth. Pitch from Groh. Bell takes a slider down and away for a ball, 1-0. Bell 1 for 2 today with a single, a strikeout, and a sacrifice fly into right field. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Righty deals. Curveball misses up high, 2-0. Brian Rice waiting on deck, trying to extend a hitting streak. Looks like Nick DiCarlo's 13-game on-base streak will draw to a close. 2-0. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, 2-1 on Bell. Two-one pitch. Slider on the outside corner, called a strike to make the count 2-2. More than anything, this will just go as a very disappointing series for the Pippins. 2-2. Slider outside, 3-2. They scored 21 runs in the opener, destroyed Ridgefield. Things were on the up and up, and then it just has been a rough last couple of games. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. Second baseman Hoffman steps on the bag for one. Throw on to first is high, and he was not able to get his foot on the bag in time. So Bell able to beat it out on a fielder's choice, and there's one down in the ninth.
Now batting for the Pippins, the right fielder, Brian Rice.
Brings up Brian Rice, who's 0 for 2. Righty versus lefty, 1 on, 1 out. Pippins trailing by 10 here in the ninth, the first pitch. Fastball outside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Crow misses down and in with a ball that rolls to the backstop, and Bell will easily take second. So the game-ending double play now out of order after a pass ball. Rice still batting with 2 down in the ninth. Pippins trailing 12-2. Soft ground ball, rolled foul off of Rice's foot down the first base line. Two-one pitch on the way. Rice takes a fastball below the knees, and it's 3-1 from Harrison Grow. Southern California right-hander. Trying to close out a 3-inning save. Would be the second straight night with a save for Ridgefield in a blowout win. 3-1. Inside and hits him on his shoulder. And a hit by pitch puts 2 on, 1 out in the ninth for Aiden Welch. Welch has flied out 3 times, 0 for 3. The first pitch on the way to him. Breaking ball taken for a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. 2 on, 1 out, 12-2 the score. Pippins trailing in the bottom of the ninth. 0-1. Slider too far outside from Grow. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody in the Ridgefield bullpen. They're going to let Grow work his way out of this in a 10-run lead. Bell at second. Rice at first. The 1-1. Slider high and outside. 2-1 to Aiden Welch. Two-one pitch on the way. Fastball down and in, ball 3 from Grow. Pippins trying to extend this however they can, down 10 in the ninth. Three-one pitch. Fastball on the inside corner, and the count is full, 3-2. Walt's trying to extend this game. Ground ball could end it. Pippins down 12-2 in the ninth. 3-2. Welch grounds a fastball through the right side and into right field for a base hit. Marcus McKimmey holds James Bell at third. And the bases are loaded with one out in the ninth for Luke Schwartz. Schwartz is 0 for 3 today. Pippins pick up their 7th hit of the ball game. Runners on all 3 bases, 1 out in the ninth. Harrison Grow, after 2 efficient innings out of the bullpen, trying to avoid some trouble here in the bottom of the ninth. The Raptors are going to get a righty warmed up. The pitch. Fastball in for a strike of the knees. Wesley Harper begins to start some tossing in the bullpen. He has not thrown in this series. The 0-1. Slider outside, 1-1. Fastball lined sharply to second, where Hoffman grabs, flips back to short, and the ball game is over. The Yakima Valley Pippins fall tonight to the Ridgefield Raptors by a final score of 12-2, and it's a line-out 4-6 double play that ends things here for the Pippins in the ninth. We'll take a break and then wrap things up on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Concession stands throughout the orchard.
Tailgaters Bar and Grill in Sela offers an upscale dining experience in a relaxed atmosphere in downtown Sela. With savory entrees and specialty drinks, Tailgaters provides something for customers of all ages. Cheer on your favorite team in the restaurant while experiencing 1950s charm with a modern twist. Visit Tailgaters Bar and Grill today, located at 110 East 3rd Avenue at Viking Village in Sela. Tailgaters Bar and Grill.
Pippins fall here tonight to the Ridgefield Raptors by a final score of 12-2, and they lose the game, the series, and the season series after back-to-back blowout losses in consecutive games. 557 fans was the attendance. The game took 2 hours and 50 minutes. Trask Telesmanish picked up the win. Tyler Frazier the loss. Harrison Grow with the save. A game in which the Pippins were not competitive early, giving up 2 runs in the second, 3 in the fourth, and 6 in the sixth. Managed just 2 runs in the bottom of the sixth, and just wasn't a very good game for them on either side of the ball. And that wraps up a difficult series for the Pippins in which they dropped 2 out of 3, including the final 2 in blowout fashion after a record-setting 21-run performance in the series opener. And that'll wrap things up for me with the Pippins this season. A big thank you to everybody that tuned in and supported the broadcast this year. Unfortunately, some life circumstances are forcing me to end my time here a little bit earlier than I would have liked. But Austin Lane will be taking over starting tomorrow, and he's going to do a fantastic job to finish out the year. So be sure to join him tomorrow at 6:35. Again, a big thank you to everybody who made this experience so enjoyable. And yeah, Austin will take over and he'll do a great job, and hopefully the Pippins can finish out the season on a high note. So again, thanks to everybody for tuning in. For the last time this season, this is Miles Klotz signing off after the Pippins fall here at Yakima County Stadium to the Ridgefield Raptors. Final score 12-2 Everybody have a good rest of your Monday evening.